Signature Camper Trailers, workshop manager and service manager. I want to talk today about a bit of tightening wheel nuts checking before travelling. So it's very important to check the torque of wheel nuts to 135 Newton meters, what we recommend. The wheels on these vans, the hub is a different size to the centre bore of the wheel. It doesn't centre perfectly like it does on a car that's had wheels perfectly made for that model of car. So on these, you're relying on the tapered wheel nuts to actually do all the centering for you. We tighten them up on here. We tighten them up with a torque limiting bar on our impact guns to prevent over tightening. We then use a torque wrench, same one here. It's a relatively inexpensive thing that most people should carry these days in their kit. Set it to 135, check all the wheel nuts just to make sure they're all tight. We do this before I leave here after being built, serviced, or any work's been done where a wheel's been taken off. And we recommend that the customer should check this within the next sort of 50 to 100 kilometres from our workshop, just to make sure if anything has settled in, that the wheel stays tight. If the wheel nuts haven't settled in the wheel properly and the wheel's not perfectly centred, as the van moves on the road, everything warms up and cools down. The nuts can come slightly loose, therefore making the wheel sort of move back and forth on the studs. It just gets looser and looser and shears the studs off. Within the first sort of 50 to 100 kilometres of on-road use, check the wheel nuts again. Before each trip, check the wheel nuts. If you're on an extended trip, every few days, re-torque them before heading off. I know a lot of customers will actually check their wheel nuts every single day before they leave. Some find it excessive, but at the end of the day, it's cheap insurance. This is a relatively inexpensive torque wrench. You can usually pick them up from most tool shops for around the $40 to $50 mark these days. You don't need a really high precision piece of equipment really. You're just making sure it's tight. So on this particular torque wrench, twist the handle here, lined up to 135 on here, and then you go around and check them all. It's fairly simple. As soon as you hear the click on that, you know they're tight. These wheels obviously haven't been torqued yet since being put back on because they are actually moving a little bit. These aren't moving now because they're nice and tight.